Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt the Supreme. Today we're doing another upcoming Yeezy video discussing the Yeezy 380 Mist, which is releasing March 25th, 2020, which is this upcoming Wednesday. Like all upcoming Yeezy videos, we're gonna discuss one, the wearability of the shoe, which pretty much means how many different situations can you wear the shoe out in, how many different outfits can you wear the shoe out in, and that kind of thing. The second thing we're going to be discussing is stock/availability, which is pretty much how many pairs are available and what retailers you can get them at. And the third thing that we're going to be discussing is potential resale predictions. If you're trying to make some money, maybe you were unable to get any of the cinders that just dropped, like most people, that is what you're going to be interested in. So without further ado, let's jump into the wearability of it. Sneakernews.com describes the Mist as uppers reflect that of a foggy, overcast afternoon as its prime knit layers mix between eerie combos of drab grays and lighter beiges infused towards the midfoot and laces. So obviously this is the second 380 that released. The first one was the Alien, picture on the screen here, and you can obviously see that they're a little bit different, and in my opinion, the Alien is a little bit more wearable of a shoe just because of the colors are a little bit more neutral. It doesn't have that orange that the Mist has. But I did watch a bunch of videos of the Mist Reflectives in hand just so I could try to get a little better grasp of what this shoe looked like in hand, because I haven't actually seen it. And a lot of people seem to like it in hand a lot more than the picture, which is literally the case, I would say, like 99% of the time with Yeezys, because the stock pictures usually are just not great, and once you see the on foot pictures, the in hand, all of that stuff, it just seems to like look better than like the CAD sketches that they put up on like Yeezy's supply and stuff like that. So yeah, the shoe has this similar to the Alien look to it, the same kind of a pattern, and then obviously you have this orange looking thing, which in hand I've been told looks a little bit more kind of like caramel, a little bit darker, not like a really, you know, neon orange or anything like that. And so I think the wearability of the shoe is decent. Also being the fact that it's the second 380, you know, it is a little bit more hard to compare it. I would say the wearability of the shoe is, you know, the middle of the index. If you say like the Alien is a 8 out of 10, I would say this shoe is probably a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6.5 out of 10. But yeah, definitely a little bit above the halfway point of the index, which is good generally when we're talking about wearability. And if you're wondering what the hell wearability is, it's basically this term that I'm kind of embracing to describe how wearable the shoe is. How many different occasions and settings and outfits is it appropriate for you to wear the shoe with? And I use that as a gauge of resale, because the more wearable something is, well, not only the more people are gonna wear it, but the more demand that there's gonna be for the shoe, generally speaking. So number two, as far as the stock and availability of the shoe, I just looked at a list of the sites, and it looks like this is gonna be on Adidas.com, YeezySupply.com. It's not gonna be on any foot sites, but it will be at some of like the consortium stores, a lot of them in Europe, and also probably Undefeated, Kith, and those kind of type of stores. So unfortunately, I don't have like a fully accessible list at my disposal, but I highly recommend that you check out the list on solinks.com for all drops. They have a lot of good information there. I'm not affiliated with them, but I'll put a link for the Mist on their website in the description so you guys can see their list of the retailers they have so far. As far as stock, I don't believe the stock is going to be extremely high. I mean, on the Alien, I don't think it was all that high. I haven't heard really anything about the stock numbers, to be honest. Obviously the Cinders, which came out today, yes, was a little bit interesting, and they allocated most of the stock to the Adidas app, and so Yeezy Supply only had like 4,700 pairs or something like that, which is weird. I'm not sure if they're gonna allocate a bunch of stock to Adidas or anything. I haven't heard anything like that so far. If I do, I'll be posting that on my Twitter. That information is in the description below as well. So finally, let's go on to the third part, which is potential resale predictions. The prices right now on StockX, which it's Saturday right now, are like really, really, really horrible, and it honestly doesn't make any sense. Like size 5, $267, size 5.5, $265, size 6, $265. The retail on this shoe, by the way, is $230. So those people are getting a couple more dollars in retail. So what I am assuming, a lot of these are stores or employees of stores or something like that. They're getting the shoes for a wholesale cost because they're a store. They're not paying $230 to Adidas for the shoe. And they're just backdooring them on StockX, selling them, getting a couple of extra bucks, selling it a couple of days earlier or something like that. For example, the payout on a size 7, which is $265, for me, I have the best tier on StockX, so the lowest amount of fees. But $265, the payout's $235. The shoe costs $230 with shipping. Even on Yeezy Supply, it's $236. On the foot sites, which, well, it's not gonna be on the foot sites, but you get my point that it makes no sense. And so, but actually we saw this today with the Cinders, or last night with the Cinders with the pricing, where it was like really, really low and then it bounced back right away. Obviously, we're in a weird time with the economy and there's just the state of the world. People aren't focused on buying shoes for themselves right now. And I know a lot of people are. In general, the interest is down. You gotta keep in mind also that consignment shops are closed, and even if they reopen in a month or 6 weeks, it's gonna take a lot of weeks, months before their business is the same as it was, just because of all the people that are getting hurt with the economy. And so, you know, when you think you're gonna die and when you're worrying about food and life and death, you know, you're not going out spending any money on shoes, let alone $200, $300, $400, $500, right? And so these are all things we need to take into account. The first thing I'm gonna say right off the bat is this is gonna be a hold. So if you wanna buy this, make sure that you have enough money. You're not buying too many of them because you need to hold this for like several months. Even if the price does go up on StockX after the drop, which it probably will because these prices honestly seem a little artificially low. It seems a little bit fishy. You might be able to sell it right away, make a couple of bucks. Honestly, I skipped the Cinder drop. I did hit a pair on like the Adidas app because I just, you know, sent that and I know most of their stock was allocated. The price of them shot up. Size 6.5 yesterday on the Cinders was maybe like $270 and now it's already up to like $330. That's pretty crazy. Not actually crazy, but it doesn't always go exactly like that. And I think we're gonna see a similar thing here with the Mist because we're seeing these similarly artificially low prices, which doesn't make sense. The prices are very, very bad, and I understand why people would be extremely skeptical with prices that bad. And especially if you want to compare it to the Mist Reflective prices, those prices are not great either. Obviously, it was an extra $20 retail. Those prices are in the, you know, 300s, 400s. But I do have confidence in the 380 model. This is only the second one to come out. This is gonna be something where I'm gonna be going for them, a decent amount of them. I'm not gonna try to like fully send it and get, you know, 100 of them because I'm not that confident in it. But this is something where it's like I'm down to ride, get 10, 20, 25 pairs, hold them for 3, 6, 9 months, and then once consignment is back open, once everything's going, send them. However, this is something I maybe should mention in every video because I haven't. Restock, restock, restock. Yeezy and Adidas, they're liable to restock any of these shoes at any given moment. Nothing is safe. There could be shoes of every model in a warehouse somewhere. We already saw that in August with Yeezy Day. We've already seen, well, the Cream came out multiple times. The Wave Runner came out multiple times. Black Friday, we saw the Black re-release. And so any of these shoes can be re-released. If they are, you know, like a full scale re-release, the prices are gonna dip. That's the one thing you have to be weary of. I learned my lesson with that, trying to hold on to some black 350s, in which I held them for 6 months and ended up losing like 50 bucks a pair because they restocked. Those are the risks. I do think after holding this for a period of time, you're gonna be able to make $100-something a pair at consignment. I think the demand is gonna be decent. Right now, we're not seeing demand for the 380s even close to being near the 350s, but I do think that's because the 380s are new. This is only the second colorway again, and the 350s, I mean, there's dozens and dozens of colorways and they're pushing those out at a higher volume. But I do think people are starting to get bored with the 350s, even though I like them, a lot of people love them, but they're still bored at the same time and they want to see these new colorways and these new silhouettes. I know that was a bit of an extensive kind of summary, but that's it. It's a buy, but be aware of the risks pretty much. I want to pretty much end this video by saying thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know your opinions about the shoe, resale, anything in general. If there's any kind of content or any questions you have, feel free to comment that down below as well. Please give the video a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I just want to say I hope from the bottom of my heart everyone stays safe and healthy, takes the right precautions, and really just focuses on themselves and their family at this time, and just stay safe. Pretty much that's it. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, pumping them out, and so I'll see you in the next one.